Hi, y'all. I'm Nicole, and I'm a little biased now around this app. I kind of love it way more than the previous app I've been entertaining. Yes, it's the genuine love. Love. Okay, so we have a backstabber skating on thin ice. Oh, that's that whole thing. Okay, anyway, I digress. Unrequited love, not everything I just said. Alright, so take this how it resonates. Holding grudges. Somebody skating on thin ice. Yeah, it's full of junk. The sidetracked. I think that's the whole goal, as I just picked up a deck and saw 5 of Pentacles, is to sidetrack you here by filling your head with a bunch of junk and keeping you from what your actual goals are. So, mate poaching. What the hell? Is somebody getting in the middle? It's encrypted. You're gonna have to decode the message. Sugarcoating. Yeah, I don't do that though. This part, public embarrassment here. That is relevant. And this is to truth lives, lies die. Taking the elevator instead of the stairs. So this would be around, but spiritual bypassing. People that take shortcuts. It's just the starving for attention. Parental alienation is here. So people or somebody that pretends to know or comes across as if they know better than you, they place themselves above you. Even though, to set you up to fail, literally. If you've been treated like you're a doormat energy when you definitely are not, if anything, it's the other way around. Because anybody that does this, people that do that, that's legit what they are. Let's just keep it real. All the time. Witch hunt. So this is a bunch of witches that aid and abet each other. Self-obsessed. Oh, is that what these are? Definitely karmic lessons here. Easily distracted. Yeah. I guess when you have ADHD like me, that happens, but let me see. What is 9 of Swords? The stress. They stressed and pressed. See this deck actually easily distracted? The back of it is so chaotic. Okay. Page of Swords in reverse. Let's spy and not talk, though. Let's watch everything and just make people feel, or somebody here wanted you stressed out by, so this is somebody you can feel watching in the shadows, in the background, but they don't say anything. They just, it's like they hover over a judgmental, help me, the victim, the self-pity, justice, and then, but then they want to cry wolf. Yeah, these are cry wolf type energies. 10 of Swords, game over. You got to pull yourself out of the game. Ace of Cups, because you love yourself. 9 of Cups, and you're aligned to wish fulfillment. That's more loving yourself. This here is putting the plug in the jug. The Fool, new journey. Okay, so 999, 111 is significant. Why is this so? Ace of Wands. Okay. It's being stressed long enough and fulfilling yourself long enough alone will spark your passions, will have you cut out things that don't serve. It's so you can see the forest through the trees, star. Because when you're the light, you're the star, you shine no matter what, anywhere you go. That's what it's supposed to do. The sun and the star, the rain clouds. What's justice here? Wow. The magician, the dark, but in reverse. So the manipulation, the witch hunt, the dark witches, the manipulation. While the Hierophant is here to teach lessons. Lessons we've learned and mastered. Spirit, your spirit team. They're going to say, do you really love yourself as much as you say you do? Close up. You don't want any leaky auras. Your aura isn't leaky. Your energy is like a static disco ball because of all the projections and manipulation. Somebody's is. In yours is self-preservation. Your energy or your aura field is not leaking. So somebody's upset about this. You're supposed to be down and out too. Page of Pentacles. All right, so we got a new seed planted to plant here. What's this? King of Cups. This is somebody overindulgent too, because King of Cups and Five of Cups I read is overindulgence. See, the plug in the jug reference is, I didn't say that. Everything I say is for a reason. Somebody's very overindulgent here. Ten of Swords, it came out, game over. Yeah, it's game over. Somebody feels stabbed in the back because you ended a game or that you weren't even playing in. You stopped playing a game you weren't playing anyways. That you didn't know you were in to begin with. Because celebrating yourself here, right? Celebration. Why the Ten of Swords? The Empress, so you can receive. This is a mirror. If all you're mirrored back is drama, chaos, conflict, competition, you're not going to compete to receive. If all you were mirrored back is like betrayal, you're going to do you. Six of Wands, and go where you're going to succeed, where you get attention, the attention you want and you deserve, and maybe you don't even want attention, but where you know you're going to succeed, where you feel better about yourself. Eight of Wands, and how you communicate, your communication, your forward movement, your progress forward. Seven of Swords. Oh my God. Because when you, are being around people that are so shady and deceptive and conniving and cunning, all it does is block your path, put you at a constant crossroads. And I feel like that is basically the whole mission. Five of Pentacles, yes. So you feel abandoned. You feel in lack, like you're supposed to feel in some type of lack mind state, and when you don't reflect that, Queen of Pentacles, because you're stable, secure, and you work for what you got. Why? You can't be around those environments. Nine of Pentacles, right? Because self-sufficiency here, and this type of environment feeds off of your energy. So they're sustaining themselves. When you're trying to build others or you're trying to help others, all it does is drain you. Two of Wands. Yeah, something wasn't working here, so you had to make an intellectual move. to take a new journey. Head over heart. But normally if you're making a head over heart, your heart's in it anyways. Because on some level, maybe subconsciously, it still is. Four of Pentacles. You know ball. That's what that's giving. You know ball. You're secured. Your new journey. 10 of Pentacles. Ah. So this is building to everything you want. Death in reverse. And then something is able to be rebirthed here. You could be, I don't know, this says mom on it, but upside down it says wow. Why death in reverse? 7 of Pentacles. Because you put a lot of time into doing something you love. Building something you love. Creating something you love. 8 of Pentacles. 7, 8 Pentacles. Yeah. A long time. Mastering something. And you don't need to compete for what you work on, what you're mastering, what you love. Your future. The High Priestess. You would know this. Your intuition would tell you what you love. 2 of Cups. Wouldn't make your head like this. Foggy, cloudy. Is this a cat or an owl? I don't know, but it's that knowing. New journey. With love all around. Let me get some more. Copycat, not the copycat. Spiritual gifts. Copycat. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my good lord. We got a lover. So you could have somebody that wants to be you. They're so obsessed with being you and what you do. They could have disguised themselves as a lover. Or here's the attachment. Toxic cords, negative karmic energies, bad habits. They actually intend to harm or hurt. Okay. See? Union. Did this could have been a spiritual contract if you weren't actually with this person. Maybe it's also giving past life. Or this could have been, you know, take it as it resonates, this lifetime with law here. But it's giving something. The rest is still unwritten. So it's alluring. Something about this was supposed to lure you in, entice you into a connection with somebody. So you would be bound to it. And then infect you. See? Ah! Sickness, disease. Ah! Ugly spell, beauty spell. Maybe you looked up to this person, role model, or maybe this person looked up to you. But look at this copycat, whatever copycat, this is a big vagina type of energy. It's giving bag of dicks, big vagina. If they're trying to do ugly spells. This is the same type of energy. I gotta laugh. I gotta make this fun. This is the same type of energy that would do a love spell and a death spell on you. That's like a sick type of individual. Sick! Intent to hurt or harm. Hurt or harm. Okay. So dyslexia could be significant. What's this attachment? Intuition. So you would intuitively know this. You could, something about this is your intuition. Oh, they were trying to do some energy work, or maybe they were copying your gifts or how you come across. But you intuitive, they couldn't bind themselves to you. It wasn't working. So now somebody's exposed. Your intuition exposed somebody in their mind games. The manipulation, trickery, confusion. I pull cards because illusion. It just confirms what I'm channeling. The chaos magic, that didn't work. That was supposed to lure you in. Maybe at one point you were chaotic or something. Or maybe you have ADHD like me. And so they thought you were chaotic. What's this chaos? But you're still winning and succeeding. Chaos magic in reverse. Gemini. Oh, or you just have duality in your chart, like mutable energy. Gemini North Node. The binding to finances, love, spiritual, energetic. Nervous, intense, superficial, and inconsistent is low vibrational, but adaptable and versatile, communicative and witty, intellectual and eloquent, youthful and lively. The knowledge, yeah. So it's your knowledge. Gemini, an intellectual sign, an air sign, communicative sign. What you're learning, what you learned, what you know about your destiny, fate, future, karma. The collectives. Destiny, fate, future, karma. This could have been somebody in the collective, with a collective. All right, what else? So you're otherworldly. You're very unique. And somebody's a player. You were guarded. Here, you're guarded around something. Your win. Your dub. And there an L to the forehead. Drugs, medication, addiction. All right, what are you winning here? More spiritual gifts, which puts somebody in fear. You're supposed to be in fear. What is there? That's false evidence appearing real. So your gifts cautioned you or to slow down, or they will, like soul like if this wasn't a brother, sister, sibling, it's giving soul family type energy. That either they rejected, abandoned, deserted, or left you behind, or you did this to them. So if you were rejected, abandoned, deserted, this is what cautioned you to slow down. Because somebody loves attention with Leo here. And maybe you could be a Leo. They could be. You could have this in your chart. Or maybe you just shine bright. And the spotlight follows you wherever you go, possibly. Creative and enthusiastic. Yeah, it's your creativity. And that makes them insecure. You make somebody very insecure, and this is giving a very insecure person that doubts themselves and is envious of you. So this is all projection. The gossip, trash talk, and lies, which is so gross. This is why they're insecure, because when you do this, and then their only reason why people do this also is because of insecurities, envy, and self-doubt. People that are confident in themselves, are secure in themselves, aren't jealous, don't doubt themselves, don't do this. That's the last thing they do. They don't need to. Why would they? You know what I mean? Witchy sister. Okay, soul fam, soul tribe. I don't do witchy stuff, but to each their own. I'm a live and let live type of person. I just don't believe in magic. because enough of it has been done on me. And all I believe in is be a good person, treat people well. If you're doing magic, you're working against somebody's free will. That's why love spells, you're using somebody's free will against them. It's low. You really can't, in death spells, that's even, who even thinks of this? I don't think like that. Instead, think outside the box. It's your creativity, ideas, and imagination. That's what keeps you protected when you tell the truth and you don't use people's free will against them. You let other people live, and it's a mutual, like, respect thing. It's a mental disease, and I have a lot of mental health, like, so I'm not even throwing shade to any of it. I've had a lot of things happen in my life. I had to have every lesson. But these are really sick people in the mind. It's because they're all this magic they're doing, chaos, and it's all backfiring. Because when people aren't doing it, it has to go somewhere back to who sent the energy. Oh, shocking. Yeah. Surprise, unexpected. You probably said this a bunch of times. I'm just here to be a friend. Just a friendly person. No, instead they want to use your naivety against you. Ain't no more. Energy work, empowerment. When you work off your own energy, you're your own energy supply. You don't need other people's supply of energy, like the puppeteers, the manipulators. That's why they snapped and unhinged and probably have no hair. Or they ripped they got a chunk out. Crazy. And then these are the ones that want to call you crazy too. No, you just have spiritual gifts. No, you just know what the fuck is going on and you're calling it out. No, you're just not superficial. No, you actually have depth. Oh no, you're just divine. I love it. Okay, I gotta have fun sometimes. I've been too serious lately. What else do we need to know? Like, let me get the last few messages. The Chariot. Okay, so moving forward, you have the willpower, the direction, and the control. And your diligent hard work, perseverance is going to pay off. What is this Eight of Swords? Imprisonment, entrapment. I think self-victimization. I think you moving on, continuing to invest in yourself is causing this for other people. Because that's where they wanted you, though. Yeah. So the Page of Wands is clarifying the Eight of Swords. Confirmation, it's your freedom. The Lovers. Duality, union, partnership. How are you going to have a partnership and be entrapped and enslaved? Somebody wants you. Somebody wants to control you. That's what that is. That's not a partnership or a union. And then, by the way, you'd be carrying the whole thing anyways, while doing what the hell somebody else is telling you to do. There, see, that's some type of crazy. This literally could have been somebody you were with. High Priestess, Four of Wands. Or this is somebody in your community home. But your intuition, your inner voice was what? Telling you this person wasn't for you, because there was wounds here. If you need to always be on the defense, always stand up and fight for what your creative energy, what, like, to be heard, to be seen. If you're always being resilient in a connection, that person isn't meant for you. It's supposed to be easy. See? When you're the sacrificial lamb, that person isn't for you. The martyrdom, sacrifice, that's what they want. the collapse and failure and defeat of you. Six of Cups, soulmate, so they could, or deep soul connection, so they could play on you and make memory. All they did was make memories of this, of more things for you to heal and come out and overcome. Fuck this person. They're going to be sacrificed now. While you, that's why the Eight of Swords is here. Because you lead them with your heart, and your heart's still there. And it wasn't able to shut down. They weren't able to shut down your heart, even though they wanted to. So you know how to balance your priorities and your inner child. You adapt to change. So stay with that sensitive soul. There's a happy surprise here. It's an energetic reset. This could be collaborations coming in, or yeah, teamwork, a friend, something like this. Because you're looking really good right now. And it's your courage. And you take the lead going after what you want fearlessly, winning. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Six of Wands. Yeah, you're succeeding and aligned still. Somebody's gonna be very happy. So whatever you endured, just know it was for the end result, the outcome. It's coming. The Fool. Hope this helped. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me today.